We're here at Burrowing Winery in the deep south of the Okanagan Valley, definitely in my top 10. Jim and Mitch Wise, the owners, they've nailed it in terms of creating some beautiful wines, a lovely place to come and visit, and also a reputation beyond anyone else. Burrowing is one of the iconic wineries in British Columbia. Jim Wise, the founder, was a pioneer of the Black Sage bench, and he can be accredited with producing some of the very best red wines ever made in the Okanagan. I had a rare opportunity to meet up with this visionary and learn about how it all started. And what's behind the name Burrowing?
Yeah, that was a bit of an accident too. Back in '93, when we bought the vineyard, we wanted to have a name for the company. And right across the street from where we live, down the bottom of the hill here, there was a sign talking about, an environmental sign talking about burrowing owls. Okay. And it also talked about rattlesnakes, but we chose the burrowing owl
So it might be
option.
a bit more consumer friendly.
Exactly.
What made you get into the wine business way back in, what year was it?
Well, we purchased the vineyard in '93 and started replanting at that point. So there was never any thought we would do a winery actually at that time.
And that was on the Black Sage bench where you were planting?
Right here, the same
right
property.
Here.
Yeah, we haven't moved. So.
And there was barely any other vineyards at that stage?
They had been vineyards, but they were all pulled out with a free trade agreement,
right.
Which was 5 years earlier. We got here was mostly sagebrush.
Right.
These properties have been abandoned pretty much. Yeah.
That must have been a bit of a leap of faith for you at that stage of the game, given the Okanagan wine scene.
Yeah, it very much was. We had some very good advisors, people who knew how to grow grapes and knew what grapes would grow here.
Well, seeing all those barrels was making me kind of thirsty, so we headed off to visit one of the most special places at Burrowing. So Jim, 1998 vintage, you still have some stock of your older wines?
Well, we're standing here in what we call the wine library, and we have samples now of all of the wines that we've ever produced, probably at least 2 cases of each. So we have an opportunity to come in here and see how they're developing over time.
It's a good job. I want that job.
It's a raw job. Somebody's going to do it.
So after doing some extensive quality control of the old vintages with the Wise family, I thought it was probably a good idea to stay the night. If you're looking for the full winery experience, come and stay at Burrowing. They've got the most amazing guest house, beautiful pool, and fantastic restaurant. Let's go check out the rooms.
You know, when you travel, you always see things in rooms that you like. And so when we built this, we put everything that we love in rooms.
Right.
Lots of space, angles, interesting shapes, a nice big bathroom with a walk-in shower.
Each room's got a nice deck, nice patio. The pool's right there, so don't forget your Speedo. Although Burrowing has some of the best accommodation and dining in the Okanagan, they're totally focused on the quality of the wines. We met up with Chris Weiss, Jim's son, who now oversees production. So there's a lot of pressure on you guys to maintain a high level of quality. How do you stay ahead of the pack?
Well, we just don't do a second-rate wine. I think from the beginning we've always championed ourselves on producing a premium wine right through, no second tiers. And we're just keeping with that standard.
So you're working with some outside consultants. Tell me about that.
Yes, we've always had consultants working with us, originally with Bill Dyer and now with Alain Sutra from Bordeaux. He travels out here 4 times a year and visits us and spends time in both the vineyard and the wine, and a lot of time on our blending. It's great to have a second opinion. When it comes to the future of the Okanagan Valley in general, there's nobody better to talk to than the man who got it all started. And where do you see the Okanagan going in, say, 10 years from now?
It's been tremendous. British Columbia has been a wonderful market for us, and there's very knowledgeable people here. The problem, as I see it, is that we're out of land, and the quality is here. You know, we're continuing. We have to be a quality market. We don't have the huge expanse of property to be efficiencies of scale, so
right.
It's got to be something very niche.
I have a lot of respect for the Wise family. Great wines, good people, and one of my favorite wineries in the Okanagan.